Welcome, everybody, to the Sippin Truth. New year, new me, baby. Coachella, Canaan.
That's a lot of energy right now. And if we recorded yesterday, I'd have been like, stop. Stop immediately.
I also would have been like, stop. Oh, I should have. My sunglasses are in my car. We could totally still do that.
That would have been totally yesterday. But hello, Canaan.
Hello, Ana.
Welcome to the Sippin Truth.
Hello, everybody.
Wait a minute. Time out. We got to stop. What's the title of the episode?
We'll let them decide.
How about Screw You is the episode?
Yeah. Hey, Manny, ... Screw you. That's it. Welcome to episode
9 of this.
Oh, my God.
He literally
I even
just
told you.
me.
Welcome to episode 9
of the Sippin Truth.
Called
Hey, Manny.
Screw you. And we'll get into all that later. But for now, Ana, how's your New Year going so far?
I can't complain. It's been great so far. Just so you guys know, we opened up High Noon Tequila Seltzer. I got grapefruit.
I got lime.
Yeah, I didn't want lime, so I gave it to Canaan. Well, cheers.
I love getting leftovers. Cheers.
2025.
Oh, that is terrible.
Yeah, that's not good. But they were in there for
But it's a drink. Oh, no. Oh, no.
It's gross.
It's even worse as it's going down.
They've been sitting there since beach day. We got to get them out of the fridge. That was last year.
The leftovers. Yeah. We got to get rid of last year's stuff.
Yep. But last time we talked, we were heading into Christmas.
Yes. Yeah.
And you were going on a trip to San Diego.
It's been that long? I thought we do something before New Year's? No, it was before Christmas.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I went to San Diego. I took a train, as I usually do. Had a wonderful 3 days just to hang out, play board games, watch movies.
Yeah.
The works.
Got it.
What about you?
Yeah, just chilled at the house. I think I mentioned we had tamales for breakfast. I was able to get a run in, and then we'll get into the movie. But I went to go see Nosferatu. Yeah, and I want to just shout out Trader Joe's. They had at the counters. This is how they got me. I went to go get food to make for a few days afterwards, and they had these chocolate bears. It was like a polar bear, though. It was white chocolate.
Oh.
And it was like all chocolate, and you put it in your milk, and it melts, and when it melts, the marshmallows come out. Dude, it was fantastic.
That seems so morbid, though, for it to be a polar bear, and it's like its insides are coming out. It's just like this marshmallow.
Literally just warmed up some milk on Christmas night, and we put the bear in there, and it just all disintegrated, and then all the marshmallows just came out. It was fantastic. Shout out Trader Joe's. It was great.
Shout out, yeah. Trader Joe's does a great job of creating really unique stuff. But yes, Christmas happened. Ana, I got you another gift.
Shut up,
It's not wrapped. And I already texted you about this today.
Oh my God.
Don't show the back.
Oh my.
I printed out 2 pictures for you.
It's Jennifer Connelly from back in the days when I had a huge crush. Well, oh my God.
I'm going to put that somewhere.
Underneath my pillow. No one is ever going to see that other side. Well, thank you very much. I'm put on the spot. I don't even know where to look anymore.
I'm sweating more than you are, I think. I'm like, oh, God. What? But yes.
Yeah, it's great. Thank you so much.
We're moving on.
Cut.
Got the cameras.
Oh, my gosh. All right. Focus. Back to where we were.
You have in the notes here New Year's resolutions before everything else.
Oh, yeah. Can we? Do you want to?
It's our podcast.
Well, one, I think I had text you, and I was just like, make sure you have your green grapes.
Right.
Did you get any green grapes? Nope.
Okay. I even went to the grocery store.
They were sold out, right?
Yeah, that was it.
Yep, that was it. Sold out. Well, so it's 2. It's red grapes for love. It's green grapes for money. And yes, we made the mistake of I went the last minute to Ralph's just right down the street.
Yeah.
Completely barren. Nothing anywhere. And you know how they have where it's the multi-fruit, like it's like maybe a strawberry, cantaloupe, and a grape? I was contemplating just buying a bunch of them to make. And I was like, I'm gonna have
picking out the grapes.
Yeah, but I was like, I have so many that I need to do because my sisters were gonna be here.
Yeah.
So I said, forget it, and I essentially had a Uber grocery delivery from Target. Target had them.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So I was able to get green grapes But yeah, we did a bunch of different traditions.
You sat under a table.
I sat under a table and ate the 12 grapes. We all did. We got a luggage and walked around the apartment for it. It's supposed to be the block, but I'm not going to walk at like midnight.
Yeah.
So essentially for travels. So we walked around the apartment with a suitcase. We also cleaned the whole apartment. I even think I told you I was cleaning my room, like purging all the stuff that I'm no longer wearing or need or whatever.
Yeah.
So basically deep cleaned my room. We deep cleaned the apartment. So at midnight, we were going into the new year, or when I guess it came to the new day. Everything was like spotless and clean.
Yeah.
And then we swept out all the bad, and then we swept in money for hopefully, a good year.
Yeah.
So,
I hope so. I mean, so far it's been working well for me, I think, at least. But I'll get into that in a moment. I think I did the opposite of you, where I just made my apartment somehow even more messy.
got
right
it.
now, I can't even open the door because there's just tubs everywhere, and there's just a lot of projects and blankets and. Yeah,
that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, no. But it's like motivation for me. Well, the only way I get motivated is when someone's like, "Hey, I'm coming over to your apartment." And then it's like, all right, now I have to clean. I have no choice.
Hey, I'm coming over. I'll be there in an hour. An hour? I'll do my best.
No problem. I mean, I've done that before where I've crammed things in trash bags and just threw them in my closet and hid it.
It's like that time when I went over and he's like, don't turn on the lights.
Oh, yeah, exactly that.
I'm just like, where am I going? I just need to use the bathroom.
Exactly.
Well,
I did make resolutions, though, because you did mention that, if you don't have grapes, at least, make, you said 12 resolutions.
It's supposed to be 12 resolutions. I think I have a few.
Yeah, so I haven't really done resolutions in the past couple of years because I'm I don't know. I have this struggle with having goals, and if I don't meet them, it makes me even harder on myself. But I decided, whatever. So I made 12. And
nice.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to share?
Am I supposed to share them?
You don't need to
pod?
share all 12. Maybe just one or two.
Okay, I'll share all 12.
No, and if it makes you feel more comfortable, I'll share.
Let's see here. We'll cut it. Obviously, we're not going to have you follow.
No, you look for yours. One of the biggest ones that I think I mentioned to you is I wanted to read more, or at least find books that are gonna help with self-motivation, improvement. So we had went to Barnes and Noble's. I don't remember when, but I found the book The Power of Now, which I try to read every night. I think the biggest thing I told you is I find myself consumed on social media, and I'll go to bed at 9 or 10, and then I'm endlessly scrolling, riding my brain until midnight, and I'm just what am I doing?
Yeah.
I can be using that time to learn or read, whatever the case is. So I've been doing that at night and getting a few chapters in. I mean, and I think just the biggest takeaway, I encourage everybody to read this book. I had mentioned it to Brendan, and I guess in his group of people, they also recommended it. But it's just living in the moment. And I know we talk about this a lot, but the biggest thing is we waste so much time on thinking about the past, which we can't change.
Right.
It is what it is, and we learn and we grow from it.
Yeah.
And then we worry about the future, which it's not even here yet, and we're worried about it. And then it essentially just takes away from just the moment we're in right now, and we're kind of just letting it pass by. So just kind of just appreciate where you're at and what you're doing, and what's supposed to happen is going to happen. There's no way you can change the past. We can't predict the future. Just kind of live and appreciate where you're at. And that's hard because, the biggest thing is your mind plays all these tricks, and you worry, you get overly anxious, but it's just I can't do it. I don't have the power to change any of what's going to happen.
Yeah.
All I can do is focus on being as happy and content right now. And I think you had texted me one day and was just how's your day? And I was like, oh, it's great. And I think you thought I was being sarcastic.
Yeah.
But it's
always.
just I woke up, I'm healthy, I was able to go work out.
Yeah.
I have a roof over my head, I'm chilling, relaxing. My day has been great. All I can do is be as present in the moment as I can to appreciate it.
Yeah. And that's something that I've been working on this past year too, because I do get anxiety still, and I worry a lot. And I even had a conversation with someone about not even a week ago about the same thing of being mindful in the minute, just being mindful of the things around you. When you get stressed, it's the things that I usually worry about are things that have happened in the past, or that I've done, or that sometimes I'm up late at night worrying about like what is going to happen tomorrow, whether it be life, work, whatever. So, it's it's the power of now, as you were saying, but my therapist had given me like a technique which has helped me a lot is the like 5 4 3 2 1 thing, where it's like 5 things that you can, I think I even talked about this before, like
maybe
5 things that you can see, like 4 things that that you can like feel, 3 things you can hear. So like it's just remembering to ground yourself, to be mindful in the present.
Yeah.
So, easier said than done, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's what the biggest thing is. Like, your mind just plays the biggest game on you. And
your mind literally lies to you.
No,
People, your mind lies to you.
And it's just...
And it's weird to be like, it's unthinkable for me. It's like, wait, what? Why would my mind betray me? But literally it does.
Yeah. Life is basically an illusion. And, like, it's just... We're getting tricked.
An illusion?
Could be.
Are the listeners listening to us right now, are they an illusion?
I hope not. Hey, Manny, screw you.
Screw you, Manny. We'll get there. We'll get there. Every segment we're gonna say it.
But it's been great. It's just like putting it into practice, which is the hard part.
Yeah.
That, and then I've also told myself like I want to teach or learn something like every month. So I think majority of you guys all know like Canaan edits the podcast, and I feel bad because I don't really know how to do any of that stuff. So it's a lot of work on his end. So through Coursera, I started taking Final Cut Pro classes. So
really?
Almost I have like 2 more days until I have to take my first quiz. But yeah, every day I put aside I try to put aside an hour and do a bunch of like clips. So I've done keywords, smart collections, different ways to import media.
Yeah.
Plus like I'm also building content for like the marathon I'm running. So it's just like, how can I just be better in it? And hopefully whenever I finish this, then I can pick up something else. So yeah. Just being mindful of the time.
That's amazing. Well,
right?
I know you're doing that for you, but I appreciate that. That's really cool. I'll have to hand over the reins to you at some point. Now you can just sit back and do nothing. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, that's really awesome. I mean, I could always teach you, but I'm not always available, or you're not always available. So it works more in your schedule.
Just easy. I was on my computer last night just doing a few things, read, and then I told myself, don't touch the phone, just go to bed.
Don't touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I found my resolutions.
Okay, what do you got?
I'll say a couple. Some of them are very personal. First one here, pursue yourself. That's the first resolution I had.
Okay.
Because, I feel like I'm missing that a little bit. The second one I'm going to skip. Exercise was one of them.
Okay.
I messaged you the other day being like, I need an Orange Theory class. And I meant that because I felt, it was like, I just felt like, I could do that today.
Okay.
But then
the day passed.
The day
I can't do it today, but.
The fourth one is breathe. I mean, we do it every day, but actually be intentional about like just breathing. Mm-hmm. Sell stuff that doesn't service you anymore. Be selfish. Make music once a week. Dedicate 2 hours to your creativity every day. Learn things about yourself. Get a massage once a month. Those are just a couple. There's some I omitted, clearly. You're like, that's not 12. Shut up, Manny. I don't want to hear it. Brenny, do something. I got nothing. I just wanted to mention Brenny as well.
Oh, my gosh, yes. No, but those are good. Hopefully you stick to them.
Yeah, well.
And don't be upset if you can't. Like, it's, it's a process.
Yeah.
But
the act of me still trying is still important.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Because otherwise, I'm just, doing the same day to day, and I'm not progressing or trying to achieve anything.
I know.
I don't care anymore.
Which kind of... Stop.
Just
Here
kidding.
we go.
That's an homage to a previous episode.
And it's kind of crazy because I don't know if you've all seen that movie Soul.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
Like once, I think.
Because we watched it again last night. I don't know why we had it on, but essentially, like... the person is looking for their spark, and they think it's this one thing, but it's actually just like life and living life. So
so how do you do it?
There's so many things that we miss because we don't, we're thinking and doing other things. But anyways,
I think Ferris Bueller once said life moves fast, and if you don't slow down every once in a while and take a look, you might miss it, or something like that.
Smell the flowers. Smell the flowers.
When's the last time you smelled flowers?
I thought about that this morning when I was like walking the dogs. There's like a little rose bush over there, but I'm just like, it's just taking a minute too sometimes just to look at the environment. So I don't know how many times I've walked my dogs outside, but you don't really pay attention because you're already thinking about the next thing. So it's just like, oh, I forgot those roses are there. Oh, look, that snail's there. Oh, escargot.
I love it. Well, everybody, smell some flowers. Manny touched some grass.
Yeah, but we also actually both did something pretty cool separately, but you were introduced to this record store that you didn't know existed
in
LA before, which is huge.
Yeah, I know. Oh my God. So I'll go first. So like I, on a whim, was trying to find this record, and I went to a couple local shops in LA, and I was like, they don't have enough stuff for me to try to buy it. So I ended up seeing this other spot, and it said Amoeba Music, and I'm like, oh, this is in Hollywood. I've never heard of this. And I literally walk in, and it is like probably the largest music store I've seen in my life. And not only that, they have records, but they have not only just records, they have their model is people bring in used vinyls as well. So it's a mixture of a bunch of old and new. But the thing I appreciate, you'll go to music stores, you'll go to Target, you'll go to Walmart, you go to all these places that have physical media. They don't take care of cases like they do CDs. They have those special things that they put them in so that they don't get damaged. So that the actual cases don't get damaged.
Okay, yeah.
Or even with movies, they have them in those little those things to help protect it. I'm like, I love that.
Nice.
So yeah, and I spent hours at Amoeba the first time, and I came out with some and they have great prices on things too. It's not like even old CDs or some movies like Fast and Furious 6 on Steelbook was $2.99. What a bargain! Who would sell it for that low for such a great quality film?
I would. Can I get 99 cents for this, please? At least.
Oh my God. Yeah, so I've been going back at least once a week, once or twice a week, just to see what's new, because they're always updating inventory. Oh my God. Yeah, so I'm trying to think of what I've been buying 4K movies because they have those on even better than Amazon prices.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I have gone in and I even got you Labyrinth there, that collector's edition for your birthday.
Yeah.
Because it was just so cool.
And he was like, have you opened it yet? And I was like, no, it's a collector's item. I'm not opening this. Who knows? Maybe, one, we did hear that Robert Eggers is supposed to make a new Labyrinth, which I had sent to you, which I was like, I don't know. It's just because it's one of those things where it's a classic and
why mess with it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's Back to the Future. I would not want someone to make
all
that
these remakes.
Or the Dark Crystal.
Oh my God, that's horrifying.
They had the Dark Crystal. They had a box set there that had the actual crystal inside. I almost bought it for you, but it's $100.
I wouldn't. That's Alyssa. Dark Crystal horrifies me.
Oh really? Okay. Well, they also had a Labyrinth box set that had the ball. Had a ball.
Then I need to go back then.
Yeah, it was $99.
Okay, I don't need that.
We'll go splitsies for your next birthday gift or your Coachella.
Oh my God, it's gonna be that Labyrinth ball. It's gonna be just like a shrine, and then you guys will never see what that side of the picture looks like. But it's just gonna. Sorry, I need to live by myself. I need to display this art.
Art, yes.
It's gonna have a candle right underneath, and then so it's just how the candlelight hits it. Anyways, off topic.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So you got,
completely
and you also got me the Sound of Music CD, which
yes, I did. I original print Sound of Music CD, which was $3.
Yeah, I can't listen to it, but
still,
I stream it.
You could if you had a CD player.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna buy a CD player.
But they also had CD players that you could buy.
Nah, I'm good. That's okay. I thought my car had a CD player. We were going back and forth, and then I went in there. I'm like, dang.
My car has.
It's all like CarPlay now. It's yeah, but. Yeah, you got a few. What else did you get?
Recently,
or
just in general. I bought a few CDs because they again, their collection is so large. I bought Flow, their album that came out. I already own it, but I wanted a physical copy. I bought some. They even have video games. They have PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4 games. And they have, I'm trying to think of the most recent stuff. Mainly it's been 4K. I bought The Karate Kid on 4K Ultra HD.
Oh, wow.
But what's cool is the sleeve for it. It is intentionally like worn to make it look like the actual VHS.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Do you remember the VHS of the Karate Kid?
No.
Well, it's got like the like a red border.
Okay,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, but it's like it. I don't know. I'm just a huge fan of it.
That's cool.
I've been buying steel books of movies for like cheap. 3D movies. I bought the 3D Blu-ray of Tangled for like $10. Yeah, so like everybody, go to Amoeba Music if you have to buy something.
Yeah, because you are the one that my sister was looking for an Amy Winehouse vinyl
Right.
for her boss for Christmas, and I think we had went to Barnes and Nobles, and I'm like, because she wanted to go there, and I'm like, well, let me check first to see if it's there since we are already there.
Sure.
They didn't have any. Their
Right.
selection wasn't very wide, but then I was like, the other day or 2 days later, I don't remember what it was, but I was like, oh, we should go to Amoeba. Canaan was just there, so maybe, I'm sure they'll have it there. So literally we like walk in and maybe like 2 seconds in, she's like, okay, found it. I was like, okay. But then while we were there, I was just like, oh, well, let's just take a minute.
Yeah.
And it can be overwhelming. It's like a Barnes and Nobles, actually. There's just so much, but
Yeah, but even more so.
yeah. So I was like, okay, what do I really want to get? So we got the Labyrinth on vinyl. So I got that.
yeah. You could actually listen to it. Yeah.
I got Rocky Horror Picture Show on vinyl, the limited, or it was a special edition. So it has Tim Curry's face on the vinyl.
Oh,
It's
so
great.
you didn't open it because it's a collector's
No,
item.
I opened it because I listened to it
No,
the
I
other
just-
day. And then we also got Singing in the Rain, which I don't know how I've missed
The
so many.
movie? You
No,
bought the
the
movie?
vinyl.
Oh, the vinyl. Yeah.
And I don't know how I've not seen so many like old classic movies, but even when I took it up to the register, the lady was like, oh, this is so good. The movie's so good. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to go home and watch it now. We're looking for Cabaret, the original, with Liza Minnelli, but they didn't have it. And we learned it's not in print anymore. So we'd have to probably purchase it from somewhere else. But we came home and I watched Singing in the Rain later that day with Debbie Reynolds. It was great. Yeah.
And what's his name?
I don't know.
The guy, no.
Oh, Gene Kelly.
Gene Kelly.
Oh my God, he was such a handsome dude. I heard he was not a pleasure to work with. I've heard like so many stories about like just that whole movie in general, but yeah.
I mean, that's kind of a trend with movies back then. I even know like some of my favorite movies, like again, like or even Sabrina with Audrey Hepburn. It's like,
Oh, I thought you were saying Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
oh God. No, the movie Sabrina from 1954. It's like, oh, Humphrey Bogart and her didn't get along. I'm like, oh, well, great. That it doesn't taint it for me, but it's still there's that word taint again. But like, but it's anyway.
Yeah.
But what about you? What have you discovered recently? You said I discovered something, and then you discovered something. What did you discover?
I did?
Yeah, because you're like, oh, Canaan and I discovered something recently.
Oh, yeah, Amoeba. That's what we
Oh,
discovered.
we both-
Well,
okay,
I mean,
okay,
I guess
yes.
you really... I think, went before, I don't know, like years ago. But, I mean, I never, like, had an urge, I guess, to go again until you basically brought it up. And then my sister needed something, so I was like, oh, sure, let's go. And it was cool because it was right down the street for the Pantages, and they had the big old Wicked was up because Wicked's on Broadway right now.
And if you have a Wicked Broadway ticket and you take it to Amoeba, you get like a certain % off your purchase.
Ooh.
So think about that. The thing that I bought yesterday from Amoeba, one of the things I remember was the Queen. They had a 4K restoration of the Live Aid concert that they did, the infamous Live Aid, and another concert. So I haven't watched it yet, but I'm excited. I've heard good things.
Oh,
so
nice.
If you want to come over and watch Freddie Mercury in that glorious 4K.
Freddie Mercury. Yeah.
Yep, that's his name. You sang it.
Yeah, we'll have to go again too because we didn't even touch on the whole store. I guess there was a section where they had books and everything.
Oh yeah, up top.
Yeah, I mean,
upstairs.
I didn't check that, so I don't know.
There's something in your eye. You didn't need a break.
Yeah, my contact is just dry, so it's like blurry. But
What are you doing after we record?
I don't know.
No, just kidding. I have something at 6:30, so we couldn't even do it. All right. Well, speaking of movies, because I was just talking about that sweet 4K, let's talk about some of the movies that we saw, huh?
Yours. Well, when you were down in San Diego for Christmas, me and my family did go watch Nosferatu. I enjoyed it. I don't think it's for everybody, and there's been a lot of it's not that great or it is great. There was something that I didn't care for, but I'm not going to mention it. If you haven't seen it, I would encourage you to see it. If you've seen the original 1922 version, I think you would appreciate this a little. Well, you would appreciate the movie just because it's like a love story, I think, to it.
An homage or, a love letter.
A love letter. There you go.
It's a love story.
It is a love story, but
yeah.
You'll appreciate it more. And I think he did a good job just capturing it in the cinematography. Like, the movie isn't in black and white, but a lot of the shots are very black and whitish, which I think is beautiful because I'm like, wow, it's great.
Well, I mean, I watched the production. I haven't actually watched the movie, but I watched the production. Have you seen it yet?
No, I don't.
Oh my God. They made like a whole new lighting rig setup for it. So technically, like, it's not shot at night, but they have lit it in a way where it makes it look like it's moonlight.
Oh, okay.
So none of it is moonlight, but
wow.
I'm excited to see it because I think like that's hard to master. And if you could do it well, if you could do it right, it looks sick.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of movies. Like the last one that kind of did something like that was with Dune with the infrareds, right?
Oh,
with Dune 2,
yeah.
where it's like they're using lighting to somehow make it. So they're using something kind of, but not close to what that is. But yeah, I have to see it still.
Yeah.
Gotta see that sweet stash.
Yeah.
I've heard all about it.
That's the one thing I didn't like.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Like, it just, but yeah, I mean, my personal opinion on that, but otherwise I enjoyed the movie. It was beautifully shot. Lily Rose Depp did an amazing job. I think I don't really know very many movies that she's been in. I know The Idol, she was in that TV series on HBO Max with The Weeknd that didn't do very well. But this is the first time I've seen her in a major film, and I thought she did great. Yeah.
Well,
William Dafoe, as always, is William Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe, yes. But he's apparently he's part of that guy's next 2 films.
Yeah,
like
that's what he said.
Yeah.
I think he's pretty much in all his films.
Yeah, well, I think he said that he's going to continue on for another 2 films or whatever it is. Maybe he'll be in the Recreation of Labyrinth. Maybe he'll be David Bowie.
No one can touch that movie.
That's true. Yeah, well, that's also the problem. Are they going to do a different spin on it? Are they going to Mulan it, where they like don't have the music and they make it more accurate to?
I don't even want to think
about it. Are they
going
to have Muppets? Well,
stop.
We'll see it when it comes out. But let's get a little bit saucy. Let's get a bit spicy, okay?
Sure.
There was another movie that we saw.
That wasn't saucy or spicy.
Right. It was.
But the pizza I ate before was a little bit saucy and spicy.
It definitely is also true. I had that day so I went to San Diego for Christmas. I took a train back from San Diego to LA.
Yeah.
And as soon as I got to LA, I drove directly to the movie theater because then we're all going to see Baby Girl. And that was not what I was expecting. And I'm here to, I don't know if this is breaking news. I did not like it.
I mean, okay. Well, beforehand, Canaan was on his way. We actually met up with a few of our friends to like grab a beer and some pizza at our favorite spot now, Slice House.
House?
It was all their first times having pizza there too, and they all enjoyed it. So I think maybe that might be the new spot, just because it's cheap. You can get a slice of pizza. But yeah, you got there just in time to get a piece, and yeah, I was excited because I didn't know what to expect, and I was like, "This is going to be great." Yeah. It's an erotic thriller. It wasn't a thriller and it wasn't erotic.
It wasn't.
But you would think by the clappings and the yes from Canaan that he loved the movie.
What are you talking about? If that ever happened, they would definitely be sarcastic. Oh my God.
It probably was, but I was like, what the hell am I watching?
Yeah, so basically, I'm not going to spoil it, but Nicole Kidman gets railed for quite a bit in this movie. For basically the whole thing. Sexually, of course. And things happen and then it ends, just like any movie. But it was so boring along the way.
It was like so rushed.
Some parts felt like, was there even a script? Like it felt like it was just ad-libbing, let's like improvise this scene of like me telling you to get down on your knees, and it's like and there's I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I was just like, and then our friend Brendan basically, did not like it.
Well, so in the middle of the film, I like turn over and his eyes are closed. So I'm thinking, oh, he fell asleep. Later to find out, as soon as the credits rolled, I told him to his face, I was like, oh, you hated it because you were asleep. And he was like, no. He said, yeah, I hated it. But no, I was just closing my eyes so that I could it'll go faster or something like
God.
that. Like he almost left, and I did too because it was late. Like the movie started at 10:45 or something.
Something like that, yeah.
And
Well, that was the only showing we can go to because
Yeah,
you were coming
yeah.
in and you had wanted to watch it. But I mean, we were excited because we thought it was going to be good. And
Right.
then I walked out and I was just like, what the heck did I just watch?
And there was no like character progression. There was no. I mean, I guess maybe for Nicole Kidman's character, but literally everybody else was just service to that, and bad stuff happened, and people like there were no repercussions
Yeah.
for. She still. Well, I can't spoil it.
Don't spoil it.
But like yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you have nothing to do and don't do
No,
it.
and they
Just
didn't
don't even waste your time or your money. Just wait for it to come on a streaming service, and even then, good luck.
Yeah, we were at AMC, and usually they would show Nicole Kidman.
Oh yeah, I was excited to see her before the movie, and
Right.
they didn't even show her.
They didn't show her, which is so odd. And then we definitely saw her at the beginning of the film.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I also wonder why they did that. Is it because it's like so family and wholesome, and then it's just not? Is that why they were just like, we can't have you?
I don't think that you should be taking your kids to see. I would consider Baby Girl a family wholesome film.
I know, but it's just like, why would they cut that AMC?
Wasn't it rated R?
Yeah. Does that mean unrated? I feel like when I saw Nosferatu, she was there.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Don't waste your time.
but that pleads your point too. It's just like, well, if it's rated R, it should show Nicole Kidman at the beginning. So I don't know why they would cut it. But they did show the laser intro twice. Anyway.
Yeah.
Baby Girl, more like Baby Hurl, vomit.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah.
Not good at all.
No, thank you.
Yep.
Well, on the coattails of movies, we of course had the Golden Globes happen recently, and I didn't watch it. I didn't even know it was happening until Ana, until I think you told me yesterday or the other day at your birthday about it, and I was like, I had no clue. But of course, not only did she break the news, but it was sad news as well that neither Cynthia Erivo or Ariana Grande won, which is fine.
Mm-hmm. I don't think they're going to win the Oscars either, if I'm being honest.
Why?
Why? I was excited. I knew the Golden Globes because usually on my running routes on Sunday, they kind of pass or they go into Beverly Hills and pass the Beverly Hilton, and that's where they were doing it. So it was like a big production on the news, like the road closures. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot. And I knew they were coming on a few hours before I had to be at my birthday party. So I was like, well, I'm going to watch as long as I can because I'm really curious to see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And for the Golden Globes, it's a mixture of television and movies. So whatchamacallit, I'm trying to think. So obviously, I forget who Ariana Grande was. Well, and essentially she lost to Zoe Salada. Right?
Salada Zaldana.
Zaldana. I don't know.
Zoe Saldana.
Yeah, she was in Emilia Perez, which is that musical about I think the narco. I don't know. It's on Netflix. I've heard that it's okay. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to watch it just because it doesn't. I don't know. Just not for me. But anyway.
It's no Max Keeble's Big Move.
Oh, God. I'd rather watch Emilia Perez, and I haven't even seen it. But the big one was for the lead actress role. I mean, I wanted to watch it just to see what's going to happen with lead actress and supporting actress, which, again, we'll agree to disagree. Sure. But yes, Ariana lost, so I was really excited to see what's going to happen with Cynthia, and she did lose, but she lost to Demi Moore, and at first I was just like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this, but The Substance is number 2 after Wicked on my top 3 movies of last year. It's like Wicked, it's The Substance, and I forget, who cares about the third one? But I was really excited. I was excited for after the fact when she gave her speech, which was probably the best speech of the entire night. And Demi Moore, first of all, if you don't know, is 62 years old, and she doesn't look like it. The Substance was a fantastic movie, and I think any woman out there that has seen it can relate to why it's such an amazing movie. And for the fact that since she's been in this business so long, which was like, I think she said over 40 years, that's the first time she's ever won an award. And just how this movie meant so much and why it meant so much to her, it was just like heartbreaking. And I was just like, oh my God, like there's so many movies that I remember growing up that I watched her in. G.I. Jane was a big one. But I'm like, I can't believe that you have never won any award ever and it's been this long. And she was on hiatus, I think, for a few years because kind of she went into like how directors made her feel like she wasn't really worth it and whatnot. I don't know. It was great. I was very excited for her. And then like when I really thought about it, I was just like, I think she may, but I think she would probably get it over Cynthia for the Oscars. Even though I think Cynthia Erivo did a great job, I think there's more to come in Wicked Part 2, and I think everybody's talking about it. I guess there's this one song that I guess is going to blow everybody out the water for next year, but I don't know.
This year. It's this
year. I keep thinking,
crazy?
Yeah, this year.
Is that crazy?
It's tough. Either way, I was really excited that she won. Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. March is when the Oscars are. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
Well, I already know what's going to happen. I already have intel with the higher ups at the Academy.
Yeah.
They already told me what's going on.
Yeah.
Golden Globes, who really cares? You know what I mean? Yeah. So why not give people who aren't going to win an Oscar, give them a nice award still? So then when the Oscars come, they can actually give the award to. Now, Cynthia Erivo will win in the Oscars, but Ariana will not win supporting. That is what they said. That's what they told me. So I don't know. It's
a tough race, I think, either way. I mean, I think at least the good news is they have this year. So, I mean, if something doesn't...
we can always get them next.
Yeah, hopefully. But also, like, my biggest thing is, like, Cynthia is so close to getting her EGOT, and she's so young still.
Yeah.
I mean...
But, yeah, true. But, like... A performance is a performance. If you can make something really great, you deserve to win an award for that. I don't care how close you are or not. If you've got talent, you got talent, baby.
Right.
I mean, like, I don't want to discredit. Like, yes, it is one thing to act, and I feel like Cynthia Erivo did a really great job acting, but also having to sing on top of that and sing well too. It takes more than just, being able to, do a very, artistic film like The Substance, where it's like, well, this is very, but still the commentary of like, how you mentioned The Substance, like how every woman could relate. It's like very similar to Wicked, where like, women can relate to this, people of color, everybody can relate to it. So yeah. I feel like, what they told me at the Academy, that Cynthia will win, I think it's just a reflection on like what it should take to win an award.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. So for best...
What do you mean we'll see? I already know. All right. Okay. Just in case I got lied to.
For the supporting actresses, it was Ariana Selena Gomez. It was Felicity Jones for The Brutalist, which I heard is a really good movie as well. It's a little over 3 hours and they have an intermission. So I think I told Brendan, I don't know if I could sit through that, but again, I heard it's a really good movie. Mm-hmm. Margaret Qualley, I don't know if I'm saying that right, from The Substance was nominated, and Isabella Rossellini. And again, I love Isabella Rossellini. For Conclave, I did see Conclave the other day. It's amazing. But Zoe won for that. Cynthia, in case you don't know, was against Amy Adams for Night Bitch, which I enjoyed that movie.
Night Bitch.
Carla Sofia Gascon for Emilia Perez. Mickey Madison for Honora. I haven't watched that movie, but everybody I've talked to said that it's an amazing movie. And Zendaya for Challengers. So yeah, I mean, out of everybody, I think, I don't know, it was tough. I guess Mickey and Demi would have been the closest for me to pick besides Cynthia.
But see, now that they've picked Demi Moore, now it creates more conversation and more, like more excitement. Like, ooh, who's going to win the Oscars now? We thought we had it was set in stone.
Yeah, but I mean, everything is like rigged. I mean, once you learn a little bit more about it, it's just like,
we'll see who pays the most.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, who's going to give us the most money so that we can help them get the award, which I think is BS. And a lot of the times I kind of wish for these award shows, like when you talk about, maybe like any of those shows that require like an audience participation to see who actually wins. It's just like
have us vote via text message or
put a
call
poll
in.
out, like and
Well, that's what the People's Choice Awards is for, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, whack.
Yeah, whack.
I mean, yeah, I guess I'm not a film director or cinematographer or whatever else is out there, but we'll see. Award season is in full effect. I think the Critic Choice Awards is up next, so yeah.
Well, we'll see then.
Yeah, but another big event is, like we mentioned, I had my birthday party this last few days, but my actual birthday was on the 2nd.
Yes, it was.
Just had a nice intimate dinner with my mom and my sisters, which was great. Because listen, I even put this post up the other day. Anybody's birthday, and we've talked about this before, like that's right around Christmas time and like right before or after New Year's is tough. Like everyone spends so much money already for the year. Everyone's out of money already for the beginning of the year. My birthday's on the 2nd, and it's just like some people just paid rent on the 1st, so they're just like, I was like, let me just have a nice dinner at home with my mom and my sisters. So we did that, and I set aside like another day so that we can all go out and hang out with a bunch of friends, so we can just have a good time. And I haven't seen some people in a very long time because maybe those of you don't know, I've been out of work. Because I've been on just a personal leave. So I haven't seen a lot of these people for like months. So I kind of wanted to use that time and energy to like see people, get out, and just enjoy my birthday, my turning 21, you know?
You can't even do the math right now for the 20th time.
I know, but it was wild.
Lit. It was incredible, guys. And I'm saying because I was there, it was a great.
It was one of those things where like I send out an invitation to like people, and it was just like if you can make it, great, and if you can't, I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No. So I didn't. Again, like I guess just living in the moment, I was just like, listen, if people come, great, and if not, if it's only me, my sisters, and maybe 2 other people, that's fine as well. Like I'm just still gonna enjoy the night. Yeah. And it's just like I sent everybody a message like a week before on like this is where it's at, this is the time. If you can be there early, save some tables because I've never been here and I wanted to be mindful of everybody's situation on where they lived and whatnot, so that it was all comfortable for everybody. And I was like, whoever shows up is whoever shows up.
Yeah.
And unbeknownst to me, like my sister also had extended some invitations to like people outside the people that I text, which is perfectly fine. So it was an amazing turnout.
Before you even got there were 5 people there. I know. Me being one of them. So it was already lit. And then as more people kept coming in, we kept like cheering for them.
I know.
It just became like a fun thing that we did. I mean, I think the most we had there was probably like 18 people. I think that was the max.
And I mean, I feel like I put this bar on the map because one, I was like nervous for the fact of like, well, one, I didn't know who was going to be there. I was just like, oh, what if this bar is packed? Like it's Sunday. Like, I don't know if people are going to be out. They're going to be like, we don't have room for you guys. Because my biggest thing was like I wanted to do a dinner like I did the following year, and I've been to Tao before for smaller like intimate dinners. So when I reached out to them for a table of X amount of people, they were just like, yeah, sure, we can accommodate that. We just need $2,000. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm not going to ask people who just got back from like holiday to be like, oh, can you actually spend X amount of money? Oh, plus probably whatever you eat and drink. I'm not going to do that. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm just going to find a bar where we can hopefully all just enjoy a good time. And we took up majority of this place. I feel bad because I genuinely think there was like one cook and one bartender, and we were just like, can I get this? Can I get this? Yeah. And it took a while, and I was just like, I had to like remind myself, like, damn, it's like literally just this poor girl.
Really? I never noticed a wait time. I just ordered it and it eventually came, but I didn't.
Yeah, eventually it came, and I think after like one or two drinks, I was just like, there was just drinks there.
So there was actually a funny story that happened. So like I wasn't sure if I was gonna like be drinking that night. Mm-hmm. So like Sawson had talked to me and she said like, are you gonna drink tonight? And I'm like, I don't think that I am. And then the waitress comes over to be like, here's your shot. And I'm like, oh. Like, and I drank it. Didn't even think of it. And Sauce is like, you literally just said. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that I ordered the drink.
Oh my God.
So it was funny that when she brought it out after I literally just said, I don't think I'm gonna get anything, and then I just
Wow, yeah. And it was like
it's a true alcoholic right there.
My biggest thing is that the last time I've been out has been a while. And it was genuinely nice to be out because, I've been dealing with a lot of stuff for the last like 5 or 6 months. So like, I just wanted to just have a good time, but I kind of know my limit. I didn't want to have another episode where I'm throwing up in a parking lot.
Right.
I also
or in a car.
In a car. I had a long run that day, so I wanted to make sure, like, I really didn't even eat that day. And I was like picking off French fries, but I was just like, okay, just be careful about how much you drink. And Saucin's like getting me shots already. And I'm just like, oh boy.
I ordered you.
Oh yeah. He ordered me a Cosmo. No, I'm sorry. An espresso martini. And just after I got a shot, I'm like, no, you drink that and I'll drink. Cause I literally ordered myself one.
Yeah.
And it was great. Shout out to my sisters. They paid for everything. Well, no, shout out. There was an MVP of the night for sure. But yes, it was just like constantly like drinks in my hand, but like more people showed up, and of course, everybody started drinking the juice and everybody got loose.
It's a nice dim environment there. And they were playing some city pop Japanese music, which I personally love. The vibes were great.
Yeah.
It was good vibes. Like, and then, the drinks were getting there. Everybody's having a fun time. People are hugging and dancing. And I documented this when I could. When I don't remember most of these clips that I filmed, but we're gonna put this on the pod right now. We're actually gonna. Ana has not seen this yet, but it's about 11 minutes of just pure birthday fun. Any other final things before we get into this video?
No,
Anything
I'm sure
else you want to talk about your birthday?
We can talk about whatever I see in these clips afterwards. But shout out to everybody who came. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I didn't like post anything, and I may put up like a late birthday post, but my sister had, put up some posts of the night. But everyone said it was wild. And let me tell you, we were supposed to record yesterday. And I don't drink as much as I used to drink like back in the day. So, and it all hit me towards like the end of the night. Like I was fine. I was up and moving. And like towards the end of the night, like I just was pure shenanigans. Like I'm having conversations with Canaan. Like I barely remember. Yeah. Like thank you, Ari, for taking me and my sister home and taking care of us. You took us to In and Out afterwards and came over and had In and Out with us.
There was literally a taco truck like right up the road, by the way.
I think I saw a clip of me like telling my sister, I don't want to get tacos. I just want to go home. Like, I'm just like, I'm tired. I'm drunk. Like, I don't want to make a fool of myself anymore.
Yeah. Well, there was a moment I was sitting next to you at some point, and Lisa was like, oh, we were all going to go eat. And you're like, I want to go home. Like a very, very strict. And we're all okay.
Yeah, I have a clip of that. And no one even went to go get tacos because everybody was fucking faded.
Yeah.
But then thank God Ari took me to get In and Out because I feel like I maybe would have potentially got up and then threw up because I literally maybe had some French fries and that was it, and I needed something in my stomach.
Well, I think what helped was not because like the time before that we were at like we had a lot to drink and there was like dancing and stuff. So maybe all that like got to you and made you want to throw up.
Yeah.
All that exercise.
I don't know. And I don't know how we ended up with like, we all ordered something and then Ari had got a shake, but then I don't know if we ordered extra stuff. Then we had like an extra drink and an extra shake. And then I made the big mistake. I'm lactose intolerant. I devoured that shake that night. Like I ate my food. I barely remember Ari just being here. And I'm sure we were talking, but I devoured that shake. And boy, my stomach was not happy the next morning. It was not great.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I guess let's play this clip.
A clip of let's play this short film that I made. Okay.
Brendan, you suck.
Look at that presentation for a hot chocolate. Wow.
This is episode 9. I'd just like to say happy birthday to myself, Merry Christmas to myself, Happy New Year to myself. Look at these beautiful people. Look at Andy. Can you even see Andy?
Yeah, he's here. That candle actually helped illuminate your face a lot.
Oh.
All these people.
I'm just excited Brendan's here tonight because Brendan Brittany is an advocate for the Sippin Truth. So
Yes.
without her here, nothing would be possible. Brittany, thank you.
Thank you, Brenny. Yes.
And she's coming her.
Thank you.
Now that lime is terrible. I put this lime in my mouth, and you could see my reaction after. So I think
Without the birthday girl?
Oh, who's that, Ari?
yeah.
I love you.
Here we go.
What shot is this? How many shots?
Oh, he hit his head.
Brittany, make sure Abby
Yeah, I got it.
Look at that, a traitor right there.
number one supporter, but also make sure that you don't diss us in the supporter.
It's tough
That's where it
love.
starts. That's where it starts.
Don't cut that! Don't cut the Brittany! Don't cut the Brittany! Brittany doesn't get it.
I was losing my. I put like one drop of like lime in my shot. It's gonna be like the ugh.
Jane's not drunk, but everybody else is. Just want to preface that for the tapes.
This is Ari here. Ari,
What up?
why did you diss me on the diss track?
I did?
Okay.
You're like, wait.
Just trying to create
Why did you diss me on the diss track when we included you on the Sippin Truth multi-millionaire show?
Look, I didn't diss anybody. Let's be honest with you right now. I'm not dissing anybody.
So
I'm just part. Like, I'm part of the culture. Culture.
What does that
I'm part
even
of
mean?
culture. What does that mean?
You're just dancing. What does that
I'm
mean?
ashamed. That's what it is. I'm
He's a
ashamed.
sheep.
I follow the wolf.
Oh, a
That's
sheep.
what it is. Exactly. I'm a follower. I'm the sheep herder.
Come here, my little sheepies.
Oh my
Exactly.
god.
Going home.
He emerges. Okay, midnight. He emerges from the.
Oh, so there was
tomb.
still stuff in there.
King
I mean,
Tut himself,
Hobby.
checking his futuristic
Oh my
watch,
god.
saying it's time to go.
Shout out to our bartender.
Everybody.
Yes. She's still like.
Yeah, we got him. We got him.
Cool, show me 2025.
I'm here. I exist.
Traitor?
If you guys are up tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow.
12.
I'll see you at 11.
Please don't ever get on my bad side because I'm gonna hold it
That
over
other
you.
person.
Guys, don't worry.
You guys want to walk in this way?
Hey, Manny. Screw you.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh my god. All right.
Like,
okay.
don't you worry about me.
Why is it all red?
Hey, you didn't get a ticket. That's what's important.
Thank
Why
God,
would I
thank
get a
God.
ticket?
Because you're in front of a driveway.
This is my car. This is not my
But there's a driveway here.
I still won't get it.
Oh, this.
She parked where she needed to be, guys. Not in front of the no park zone.
I'm not even filming. Look at that! Wow, that's
Aww.
something. What does it say? My ass. I'll post the picture. Stop honking. Yeah, where's the Sippin Truth?
Listen to the Sippin Truth.
There you go. That's great.
Yeah, shout out everybody who went. What a good time. Harvey, you the real MVP, bro. You are the real MVP.
Javi? Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. Everyone had a good time. Eileen made a special appearance. I had no idea she was going to be there, so thank you for coming out. I appreciate that. I was really happy Ryan Weaver came out. I will have to say, Andrew came out. Andrew, thank you for being there. Love you, kid. But he literally was like, he came, gave me a hug, said hi, blah, blah, blah. Oh, happy to see you. And then maybe a few minutes later, he's like, so why are we here again? I was like, what? Who invited this guy?
Are you kidding?
Who invited him? And they're
Oh
like,
my
it's
God.
on his birthday. He's like, oh, happy birthday. I was like, get him out of here.
Oh
I just
my
remember
God.
Ryan Weaver looking at me like, oh my God. Oh, there's a great clip of Javi where he's done and he's talking to the bartender about a shot that he wants to get.
Yeah.
And she's telling him what they have essentially at the bar, which I think is probably like all well tequila. And he's like, oh, you don't have any of that good stuff. You don't got that Don Julio. I'm just like, oh my God.
You
It was
get what
great.
you get, man.
It was great. Yeah, Canaan got me a very cool labyrinth set that I don't want to open because, again, who knows how much it could be worth down the line.
That's true.
Jane made me this is why Canaan brought this. But Jane had made me she framed a picture of me and my dogs, Nala and Baxter, which was great, and wrote me a nice little handwritten card. But that's now essentially next to my bed, so I can see their precious faces before and after. And then shout out Kevin. Kevin Jimenez showed up, and he got me a bottle of wine. But just for the fact that people showed up was great. So
yeah,
I had a really great time.
Well, that's good. I know that was a big concern for you of like, well, my birthday is close to the holidays, and are people going to actually get me a separate gift? So I wanted to be intentional with getting you an additional gift. But then also,
which you didn't need to, just for the fact that you like showed up and like had a good time. That was the biggest thing. I just wanted people to have a good time, and I feel like a lot of people maybe just needed to let loose. And
yeah, I feel like I agree. I also I was telling Lissa producer yesterday, like that's probably the most that I've laughed in a long time. Like, but of course the alcohol did help. But it was just like it was nice to be around people and like just have fun.
Yeah,
like I think that's what's important. And it's hard to do and get everybody in on. So.
Yeah. And everybody had a great time. I have so many pictures and so many just fun like clips where I'm sorry, but that Manny clip when Kaden sent it to me the other day, and he's just like, Anna, this has to be the funniest thing I've ever seen. And he sends it to me, and every time I watch it, it just cheers me up. Like I had some stuff I was dealing with this morning where I wasn't really happy about, and I listened to that clip, and I just felt so much better. And then I sent it to our friend Brendan, and I was like, do you want to see like the best thing ever, like this magical moment? And he's like, of course. So I sent it. He's like, yeah, that's magic right there.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, the fact that, and you are seeing it as well, the fact that Anna was like talking to me about something completely else. She's like just talking, and then she's like, hey, Manny, screw you. It's like, it was beautiful. It was, you should have been a comedian, and you still could.
I know. I tell Kane all the time, like, I crack myself up. Like, I don't know. Like, and it's just, obviously alcohol, like, inebriates you, and, like, it could go either way. You can have a really good time, or you can just get lost in the thoughts and, like, become, like, depressed or whatever. But I'm just glad, like, I don't even know half this stuff I'm saying. It's just gibberish. Like, I'm trying to pay attention to what I'm saying to Kanan before I say something to Manny. And it's just, like, and I just think it's funny, like, when two drunk people talk, it's just, like, you're trying
like
to communicate.
Babies.
Yeah, you're trying to communicate, but you're really probably not even having a conversation, but you understand each other. Yeah. So I'm feeling like me and Kanan are both drunk. I don't know what I'm saying, but he's understanding what I'm saying, and then it's just like this moment of just like I'm distracted.
Thoughts win.
It was just like pure hate for like Manny and Brendan all night. It was just like, you know what, guys, screw both of you.
Oh my God,
it's great. What a great time.
What a great time.
Yeah.
So then that's a great way to start off the new year. I mean, who knows what's going to happen now with some activities going on.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to try to see Wicked on Broadway. Hopefully that
hopefully we can. Yeah, we have to do that soon because February 2nd is the last day they're here, and then that's it.
I'm trying to do raffles. I do the raffle every day. And then there's a Wicked raffle. Oh,
I wasn't aware.
Yeah, so it's like every morning at 10 a.m.
Like for free tickets, or
they're $40 each.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's cheaper.
Cheaper than like $300 a ticket.
Right, exactly. So at 10 a.m. every day they announce like if you want or not.
Oh,
so I've been trying to do that. If worse comes to worse though, like this upcoming paycheck, I'm just gonna get the tickets if we still haven't seen it by then.
Yeah. I don't think there's any movies that we have on the docket. I don't know.
Well, it's kind of a lull period right now. I don't think that I might. You know what? There was that clip I sent you the other day from Sonic 3. I might watch it because I'm like, what the hell
Jim
is
Carrey?
even happening? Yeah, it was like a random scene, and I'm like, what is happening? But yeah, in terms of group movie watches, no, not as of right now.
I don't know.
We'll figure Wicked's out digitally, so you know.
You've already seen that. I don't know how many times. I haven't watched it once yet. I haven't bought it. I haven't watched it.
I've seen it twice since owning it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Good for you.
Keeping it tame, you know. When it comes out physically, though, that's a different story. I'm gonna have we should have a watch party. Or something.
Get it together.
Yeah.
I even told Ari, I was just like, have something at your apartment. He needs help unpacking, so I'm like, you should have an unpacking party.
Hey, there you go.
With pizza and like stuff to drink, and he's just like, yeah, we probably won't unpack. And I was just like, yeah, you're right, but it'll be fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see what happens. We're still early into the year. It's only the 7th, so.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, for this year, my main goals are 1, to go to an Orange Theory class, And then skydiving is like the huge one for me. I want to skydive. Well, sorry. Personally, roller skate, which I probably won't advertise that of like me learning to roller skate and having fun with that. But skydiving is the big one I want to do this year. That's it. And you do the marathon. I mean, the marathon is your thing. I don't even have to ask you.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, I said I would probably skydive after the fact because I don't want to die beforehand.
Right. I'll do it once, and then I'll let you know if it's worth doing, and then we'll do it together.
No, I don't know. Even if you told me it's worth doing, I don't know if I would think it's worth it for me.
That's true. That's true.
So I told him, he's not running the marathon. He's going to be there to, take pictures, video, etc. I said, listen, if skydiving's your thing, I'll be there to take videos and pictures of you. But
from the sky.
Yeah, in
While
another
I'm
plane.
falling as well.
Yeah, in another plane, or maybe I can just have the camera falling with them. I don't know.
I gotta find a place that does the GoPro packages so that I can be filmed, so you don't have to worry about it.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. I don't even need to be there.
How supportive. You could drive me there, I guess.
Yeah, drop you off. I'm like, just call me when you're ready for me to come back and pick you up.
Miss Alvarado, there's been an incident.
Oh my God. Please don't do that.
You remember Beetlejuice? Remember we did the Beetlejuice experience and I died from skydiving?
Oh my God.
That was our thing. Anyway.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah.
Well, thank you everybody for listening
Yes.
to Sippin Truth.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful sippin' year.
Yes.
I made that up. I don't know if that felt right or not. But anyway, we'll see you in the next episode when we dive into episode 10. But for now,
Episode 9 is over.
that is correct.
Okay.